Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is the ghost of the Vintage Starlets YouTube channel. It's too early for this shit. Hey everyone, it is Lolita HAZE here, and yes, it has been about 1400 years since I last did a video. The numbers may be a little off, but it's been about 1400 years. So I had a little time on my hands and I wanted to make a YouTube video since I hadn't done that in such a long time. And I thought what an easy video to make other than to show you how I bleach my hair. Warning, warning, warning. If you are a hairdresser, please turn your head away. This is going to be some graphic content for you since I'm going to be bleaching my hair myself. Also warning, do not try this at home. No, really, do not try this at home. I have to bleach my hair at home by myself because I'm broke ass poor. I am actually allergic to my bleach. I have to do it myself because I have to be able to jump in the shower once I start feeling that tingle feeling, knowing full well that, okay, this is getting too much. I actually discovered that I was allergic to bleach when I was in the salon getting my hair done by a friend that I actually lost touch with. So Melinda Armenta, if you're out there, contact me. I miss you and I want to reconnect. I'm living in Las Vegas now. Oldfriendsmeetup.com. I think that's called Facebook. I'd been having my hair bleached for a few years when I suddenly got the reaction and my face would just swell up like that scene in Stitch with Will Smith. Maybe not quite so bad, but pretty much so bad. Now I can recognize the feeling when I go to a salon. They just can never thoroughly wash back here. Hey, there's a cat in my room. Speaking of allergic reactions, I do not advise you do this at home. Please, please go to a professional. And even if you're a professional, go to a professional. I don't need anybody saying, this is what Lolita HAZE did and all my hair fell out. So don't do this at home.
Alright, before we get started taking care of these roots here, I want to show you everything I use. First, I start out with a plastic bowl and brush, a sectioning tool. I just use a chopstick, though you could use a rat tail comb or a makeup brush. 2 hair clips. I use metal, though I should be using plastic. And of course, a fine-tooth comb. Normally I use a handheld mirror, however I can't find mine right now, so I'm just using this tabletop mirror. It works just as well, but it's a little heavier. I also have these spare plastic gloves that I use. Putting clear gloves on a white table with a bright background. Good job, Lolita. Normally the bleach powder I get is whatever's on sale at the time. However, I do find that I enjoy the quick blue the best. It lifts my hair the most, gets it the whitest. It is very important that I get it for on and off scalp application because I'm not very precise and I do want to get rid of as much black as I can. So against the white, I need it on the scalp. When it comes to the developers, I toggle between 30 and 40 volume. I do prefer the cream over the liquid. Most of the time I use the 40 and then I just water it down with the 30. To start, I add 3 full scoops of the bleaching powder. If I'm a little short to those 3, I just go ahead and add a little extra. Now, here's the part that the hairdressers are going to hate. I don't measure this. I just pour in any old amount of developer and just hope for the best. That looks about right. I'll slowly stir in the developer with the powder, hoping that the powder doesn't blow up. It is very fine, so sometimes it will get up the nose and be irritating, and since I don't like that, I try to go pretty slow. It is difficult to hold the camera and stir, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera. Now it is a little thick, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that with a little bit of the 30 volume developer. There, much better. It has a lighter, foamier consistency. It's still pretty thick, it's not very watery. I do prefer this over the watered down version, then I can better see where it is on my hair. So I'll go ahead and brush all my hair straight back. I'm mostly concerned with the hairline. It is what most people see first off, and when I have my hair pulled back, I don't need any of the black showing through. Put on my gloves, get my gloves, now I'm ready to go. So I go ahead and I apply this right to the roots, and this is exactly why I prefer the on the scalp bleach powder. As you see, I'm not very careful. I do overstep the hairline just a bit, just to make sure I get those little baby fine hairs, because nothing ruins a fresh bleach job like those little black hairs. I'm going ahead and combing this back so that I can get in nice and tight on that hairline. Want to make sure I saturate my hair, especially this hairline. Gotta get those sideburns too. I then take my sectioning tool. Like I said, I'm just using this hair chopstick, and I am parting my hair down the center to start. I'm actually going to then section this off into another section from the back of that line all the way down to the back of my ear. I'm only going to section this in 3 parts, and you will see why that is. Now I'm taking this metal clip and pulling my hair back. Then I'm just repeating the process on the other side. Now the reason why I held my hair back with that clip is so that I can try to get those parts as clean and straight as possible, so that when I do move on to the back section, I don't keep pulling hair from the front 2 sections. And you'll see what I mean in a little bit. Clipping that back section out of the way so that I can focus on the 2 front sections. I'm going to go ahead and apply the mixture right along my hairline. Reason number 246 why you should get this professionally done. Look at that overlap. That is terrible, but I don't care. So to move on to the next layer, I section off another section of hair along one side. I use my root line as my amount of sectioning that I'm going to do, and I just continue to do this along one side, going down, making sure I'm saturating the front and the back with the bleach mixture. Now when I get here to the ear, I'm going to go ahead and pull my ear down so I can make sure that I get just behind the ear and don't miss a spot. When I first started doing burlesque, actually the very first time I did burlesque out in Hellendale at the Exotic World Ranch, I had a huge black spot right where I'm covering right now. I didn't know about it, and ever since I saw pictures of it, I am extra careful to make sure that I get that spot. It was a little embarrassing. So I just twist this hair so that it gets out of the way and doesn't fall in my face. And as I said before, I should be using plastic clips, however I don't have those, so these metal ones will have to work. I think there's some sort of reaction that the metal clips have against the mixture that plastic ones don't have. So I then just do the same thing on the other side, going from top to bottom, covering both sides. I don't mind the overlap because it helps whiten up my previous bleach job that didn't take quite as well and is still a little yellow or still a little brassy. Now you can see I'm dividing my hair from the back. This is just a comfort technique and doesn't make a difference if I'm pushing it from my face to the back of my hair or if I'm doing it from the back of my hair to my face. Now you see again, I'm making sure that I get that back behind the ear. Now what I'm doing is I am checking the hairline from the division of the back section from the front too. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I get that line as well. Sometimes I miss a spot or don't go quite far enough back, so I just like to do it over. I will then twist that section out of the way and clip it down and get ready to move on to the back section. So I'm brushing out the back section because it does have some bleach in it. It does start to dry out and get a little stiff, so I just want to make sure that I can section my hair off nicely. So what I'm doing right now is checking the back of my head, making sure that my division line is fully covered. Sorry about the fat arm in the way, but you'll see what I'm doing. I am sectioning off just another section of hair from right to left or left to right. And I'm going to turn around, you'll see this in a second. I'm going to turn around and then take care of that line just like I did the sides, but I'm using the wall mirror and the handheld to make sure that I get every section covered. And then I just repeat this process. Sometimes I'll go straight across the back of my head, other times I'll do a little V down and then go back up and section across from each side of the V. Whatever I feel is easiest at the time and how tired my arms are. Just sectioning up and sectioning off. As you can tell, this is a little bit of a process because I have to go back and forth with setting down the sectioning tool and picking up the mirror and grabbing the brush with the bleach and applying the bleach and then setting that down and doing it all over again. Now I can't stress enough to you how much you should not be doing this on your own. I have super thick hair and can afford to lose some. My hair is not healthy at all, it's dried out, so please go to a professional. So if you guys are in Las Vegas, let me go ahead and suggest the Atomic Style Lounge down on Main Street. While I can't recommend them specifically for bleaching, as you see, I do it myself. I do know that they are wonderful people. They have been so kind to me, and of course I'm going to send people their way. So as I finish up, I take what little is left in the bleaching bowl and I just go over the hairline one last time. I want to make sure that no black hair has snuck out of the bleach barrier unharmed. I want to get all of that, including the fuzzies on the back of my neck. Now I just wait about 20-25 minutes. I don't like to go any further than that because that's when I start to have the reaction. So here I am, front and back. This is what my hair looks like. So after a quick shower, which I did not film because YouTube hates boobs, this is the final result. Fresh, clean, bleached blonde hair.
So it's actually been a few days since I did my hair and it is in need of a wash.
That's nasty.
I had a show, so it's all full of products still. My super holy grail of hairspray. I'm gross. So this isn't the best, but you can already see regrowth and it's been like 3 days. So once again, please do not try this at home. Do as I say, which is go to a professional, not as I do, which is do it myself. My hair is in terrible condition. My hair breaks off all the time, but I just can't not be blonde. Well, that was a quick video. Hopefully I will continue to have this extra time and be able to make more and more YouTube videos as well as vlog. I miss the days when people said nice things about what I did. I actually miss this stuff. It was creative. And I had fun doing it, you know. So if you like this video and want to see more, please subscribe. And if you can't wait to be notified for the next video, probably in another 6 months, please hit that bell. Ding ding, it'll give you the notifications. Actually, I'm hoping it'll be more than 6 months. I mean, less than 6 months. Jesus, it's too early in the morning. You can find all my friendly neighborhood links below in the description box. They will connect you to all my social media. And all right, everybody, love you, bye.